Hey everybody, this is Richard from Rich Pokebets. How are y'all doing? Just a quick reminder, I am having a giveaway on my previous video where I talk about Surging Sparks being the next Evolving Skies. I know a bit of a controversial statement right there, but go ahead and watch that last video and see how you can win the 2024 Worlds promo Pikachu card that we were able to get from the Pokemon Center, your local card shop, Best Buy, GameStop, etc. But yeah, if you didn't get a chance to get that, you can get one for free. Just check out how you can do so in the last video. But for this video, we're going to be talking about the top 5 investments that I think that you can make for the rest of 2024. All 5 of these, in my opinion, are pretty safe bets, and they kind of range from you have quite a lot of money to be able to spend on the hobby, or if you only have a little bit, you can still be able to benefit from this list. So again, if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content. And if you are already subscribed, make sure to comment and like just to help that algorithm out. But at number 5, the best investment play that you can make this year, in my opinion, again, is purchasing PSA 10 special illustration cards from the Scarlet and Violet era. We see this happening over and over again where the top cards from certain eras all of a sudden have this huge spike where everyone wants them, they start performing really well, and they eventually drop off, but they don't drop off to like back to where they were. They just kind of taper down and they have like a 50% increase and then like a 20% drop. So at the end of the day, you're still ahead of where you were. We saw this at the beginning of 2024 with the alternate arts. Those started to basically double in price, and we've seen them taper off by quite a bit, but they're still quite a lot ahead of where they were at the very beginning of the year and at the end of 2023. And so there are a lot of special illustration rares in the Scarlet and Violet era. I would focus primarily on some of the top cards, like you have Miriam and Gardevoir, or like Miraidon Koraidon in Scarlet and Violet base, obviously the Charizard in Obsidian Flames, Paldea Evolved, you have the Iono, obviously the top cards in every set. Right now they're at pretty affordable prices, and I do think that they will go up quite a bit. Probably not in the next 6 months or so, but if you're willing to hold for a year, I bet that you could sell at quite a big profit. At number 4, just after that, we have Evolving Skies booster boxes. And I know we hear about Evolving Skies all the time, but I truly do think that it will hit $1,000 by the end of 2025. It's a set that everybody loves. It has some of the best artwork in the last 5 years as far as Pokemon cards go. It has some pretty desirable cards with the Dragonite, the Evolutions, Rayquaza, and so it basically has everything. It's the perfect set, minus the absolute terrible pull rates. But right now you can get it between like $600, $650. I do think, like I said, it will go up quite a lot. And so if you do have the money to be able to purchase one for a good deal, let's say like $600, and you hold it for a year, you could have a 50% gain pretty easily just by holding something for a year. Because like I said, I really do think it will go up in price and continue to go up. You have Team Up, that shot up to from $100 to $700, $800 booster box. And I was just watching a Nostalgianomics video like a week ago or so, and they kind of said the same thing where he sold off for like $800, was super happy with that gain, but that's about a $2,500 booster box right now, and so go ahead and sell it for $1,000 at the end of next year, or keep it for another year and a half and sell it for $2,000. I truly do think that this set has the ability to be able to do that. At number 3, I have kind of like a weird one here, but this again goes into like pretty affordable for everyone here that wants to get into the investing scene, is Paldean Fates booster bundles. When Paldean Fates came out originally, there was a lot of hype like when it was first announced, but then that hype went away just because a lot of the cards in the set were basically kind of like reprints from previous sets in the Scarlet and Violet era, as far as like the full arts go and just like the common and uncommon and rare cards. So there wasn't a ton of hype at the point of release, but once you got your hands on the card, the Charizard that everyone hated quickly became the #1 card in the Scarlet and Violet era at the time. The Bubble Mew and the Gardevoir are amazing cards. You have another Iono. So there's a lot of amazing cards, and with hit rates being pretty easy if you consider a Baby Shiny being a hit, it's a set that a lot of people are going to want to open in the next year or two, just to be able to try to get that Charizard or Gardevoir or Iono or Bubble Mew. But at the same time, know that, hey, if I don't get that card, I'll probably get a Baby Shiny or two, and I'll feel really good about opening a box and getting a couple hits. Right now, they're still going for like around MSRP, like $26, $27. You can buy a case for basically that times 10, so around $270. Case comes with 10 booster bundles, and so they're pretty affordable right now, and I do see these prices are going to start going up probably this time next year. At number 2, if you saw my last video, I'm incredibly high on Surging Spikes. Not to spoil it too much, I do think it will perform not as well as Evolving Skies, but very similarly. Even like if I told you a set was coming out and would perform at 80% of the level of Evolving Skies, you would be like, yes, please tell me where I can buy 20 booster boxes, just because it's a great investment to have something like that. I think the cards in that set are going to be amazing. What we have released to us so far from the Paradise Dragona Japanese set is some of the most amazing artwork in the era so far. So I do think that this set is going to perform really well. If you only have the money to buy a booster box or two, go ahead and do that. If you can spend $600 to buy a booster box case, that's where you're going to see your most return, because cases do better in the long run than booster boxes, just because you can't really tamper with the case. It's completely sealed, and as far as like big time collectors, they're going to want to collect cases. And at the end of the day, if you have a case, it's going to be easier to sell because you can sell as just like one unit with the case and ship it pretty easily. Or if you do come in a time where you need to maybe sell a few booster boxes, you can just open it up, sell a couple booster boxes, and then hold on to the rest for a future time to sell it. The last major, and this is just kind of like the easiest buy for me, is Scarlet and Violet 151. So I'm going to say like the two products you want to buy here are the 151 booster bundles and the ETBs. And each are going to be performing incredibly well, kind of like depending on what happens. So if we see a reprint happens, I would put my money on the ETBs, mainly because ETBs are pretty affordable. Right now they're $50 a piece at MSRP. If we do see a restock, and let's say they just like overdo it, where they over flood Walmart, your Targets, your online stores, brick and mortars, we're gonna see them back at like $35 to $40 in ETB. I don't see it going that far, but if you can get them below $50, they're going for around $70 to $80 right now. So if you can get them for around $50, in a matter of a few months, you're going to make close to a 50% profit from each ETB you own. If there is not a reprint again, I'm going to say the 151 booster bundles are probably your best buy, for the simple fact that if you were to buy on a TCG Player right now or at a store, they're going for like $40, which is a stupid price. Don't buy it for that. But we do see often Walmart, just like recently, for like, I want to say like a week and a half, basically on and off every day, you could buy booster bundles for around $27, which comes out to about $4.50 per pack, which is, based on MSRP, your best price per pack for 151. And so if there is no reprint, we'll probably see a few more sales like that from Walmart, maybe Best Buy and Target again, where you can get that. And if you do buy it at $27 and it's going for $40, what's the math there? Like 30 to 40% increased your money already. It's only going to go up over time. 151 is by far and away the most popular set of the Scarlet and Violet era. It brought many people, including myself, back to the hobby, and it's a set that everyone's going to want to continue to rip for time and time again. I ordered a few booster bundles myself to put in my personal collection as far as sealed goes. I put them in there. The next day I was like, Yeah, I'm gonna open one of these, and I was lucky enough to get a illustration rare of this War Turtle and Poliwhirl in a gold switch, and so technically I made my money back, which is pretty awesome. But it's a set that everybody loves and everyone's gonna want to open. And when it comes to selling that product, you should be able to easily sell it for whatever the market price is. But there you go. That's my top 5 investments for the rest of 2024. Again, I know 2025 is going to be a super hyped year for the Pokemon TCG with the trainer cards or like the kind of gym heroes kind of 2.0. You have a rocket set coming out. You have some sort of evolutions potentially set coming out as well too. So I know a lot of you are going to want to save your money for those, but if you do have some extra change or are looking to make some investments right now before 2025, I think you're going to do pretty well and perform really well with these 5 that I listed. But again, I'm Richard from Rich Poke Bets. Let me know your thoughts of the video. Are these good bets in your opinion? Will you make these bets yourself? I've already had a play in all these minus the Evolving Skies booster box just because I just can't bite the bullet. But I know it's going to be something that I regret in the future. So maybe in the next month or 2, if I can sell some stuff or get the money, I'll buy another one. But till then, like I said, I'm Richard from Rich Poke Bets, and I'll see you all in the next video.